Listen to this.
Okay, I'm all the way up the front.
Hear this?
Center field. Okay.
Do you know what this is? That is FSN Houston when they're off the air. I hate the new mlb.tv media player. I absolutely hate it. It's powered by Adobe Flash. It's supposed to be a huge upgrade in terms of video quality. And when the son of a bitch loads, you're right, it is. Last year, I had to watch my mlb.tv subscription with the utility Flip for Mac, which converted the Windows media stream into a QuickTime file, which was nice because normally on a Mac you weren't able to watch it full screen, you just had to watch it in a little window. But with Flip for Mac I was able to make it so that I could watch it full screen, which was good. And this year when I saw the new media player being tested, you know, the beta test they did this past winter and this spring training, I looked at it and I was just, wow, this is really, really good. But now once opening day has rolled around and more people are using this than they were during spring training, the quality has suffered significantly and it's really starting to piss me off. It started this afternoon when I tried to watch the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. It loaded, and then I got to watch the first inning and a half, and then it just kind of stopped. Right as Kevin Millwood was in the middle of a delivery, it froze. And then it took 3.5 minutes for it to come back. And then once it came back, it went to a commercial. Then once it came back from a commercial, Cliff Leaf threw one pitch, and then it went to another commercial. Now, I'm not the only one that has had problems with this. I've talked to a few other buddies of mine, some of whom are on Mac, some of whom are on PC, that have this exact same subscription. Not the regular price, the premium, you know, the over $100 to subscribe thing. And it's just not been kind at all. So I could not watch the Rangers and the Indians after the first inning and a half because it would just kind of freeze, and then it'd go to a commercial, and then I would go back, I'd click out of it, I'd load it up again, and just this black Major League Baseball logo, you know, silhouetted in black, would pop up, and I couldn't watch the damn game. Then when it came time for the Cardinal game, I tried to load it, and it took me like 4 times. I had to reinstall the NextDef media player, and it just, the video quality, I like to have it all the way it works for selecting your media quality. If you have the premium as I do, there are 7 little bars, kind of like you have on your cell phone for reception. The farther over to the right it goes, the better quality the video. I wanted mine all the way over. I want the, you know, if I paid for it, I by God want to watch the television-like quality. And it is just like the TV when it loads. Now I have the highest speed internet available in my area. I don't have any firewall restrictions. I don't have anything that blocks it. I'm not using a router that would slow it down. I have nothing that should prohibit or restrict the quality and the speed of this thing loading. But it just wasn't working. There were several times in the beginning innings that I had to pause and wait 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 for it to load. And eventually, it got to the point where I lowered the video quality down 2 notches and then it would load, but then after about 1.5 minutes, it would automatically try to go back to the higher quality and then it would give me more fits. And I didn't have it selected to automatically select my bandwidth. I did it manually. I had it set to let me do it manually. And it just has been a real bitch. And now, after the Cardinal game, I went to go watch the Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs. And I really don't want to listen to Len Casper and Bob Brindley. Len Casper, for my money, is the worst play-by-play man for, regular play-by-play man for any one Major League team. I think Chip Carey, if he were still doing Braves games, would give him a run for his money. But, well, actually, he is doing Braves games, but not on TBS and, I think it's, what is it, Peach TV, something like that, some Georgian channel. But I think Len Casper's worse. Len Casper, there's a drive, deep left field! Really irritating. And his partner, Captain Obvious, Bob Brindley. Well, you know, sometimes when you hit the ball hard, you know, sometimes you'll find a hole and you'll get down and you'll be able to make it all the way to second base. That's what you call a double. And then other times, you know, you'll hit the ball hard and it'll be right at someone. He'll make the catch and you'll be out of there. But if you put the ball in play, a lot of times good things will happen. Bravo. So in as much as I really don't want to listen to two morons ramble and suck the dick of my least favorite team, I decided I would watch the FSN Houston broadcast. Because with MLB Premium, you get to choose whether or not you want to hear the home or the away team's broadcast, if there is a home and away broadcast available. So I'm watching FSN Houston, and I see Milton Bradley make that catch that shouldn't have been as difficult as it was out in right field. And then it goes to a commercial, only it doesn't go to a commercial. It stays, and I hear the announcers talking. Then when the game comes back, it goes to a commercial. So now I'm reduced to listening to the broadcasters in between innings and not getting to watch the game. Ah! You know, there were also times when I was trying to watch the Rangers and the Indians and the Cardinals where it wouldn't exactly come back from an inning right away. It would just continue to play the exact same commercial over and over and over and over and over. And then eventually it may come back with like 2 outs in the inning. Or it may not come back at all. It's just a very irritating service. I love mlb.tv because it allows me to watch things I wouldn't normally be able to watch, obviously, and it allows me to watch every single Cardinals game, especially since I live in an area where I'm not in the Cardinals market. I miss it by like 3 zip codes. If I was 3 zip codes over to the west, I would not be allowed to watch the Cardinals here. They'd be blacked out. But when you pay that much for something and it just doesn't work, I mean, yes, I understand. It's opening day. It's the first full day they've had it available. I really hope that it improves. Because if I have to continue to watch it at half quality and it continually shows me commercials and I hear broadcasters talking in between innings instead of during the game, I'm not going to be a happy camper.